Simple, easy. Key lime bundt cake. Mmm. Key lime desserts are a favorite of mine, and I love the ease of bundt cakes. So I felt like a key lime bundt cake was in order. This key lime bundt cake is the perfect balance of tart and sweet, and it is packed with citrus flavor. It is moist and delicious. Welcome or welcome back. I know you guys are going to love this recipe, and when you do, you hit that thumbs up. If you are new, I hope that you will subscribe and also hit notifications so that you get all of my recipes as they post. I want to thank you guys for entering the comments there. You give me so many good ideas. Keep those comments coming. This key lime bundt cake is the perfect spring or summer cake that you'll want to take to your next gathering or your next cookout. It's semi homemade, so it is super easy to put together with simple ingredients. Hang out with me and I'll show you how simple it is to put this baby together. To start this delectable key lime bundt cake, you're going to need to grab your bundt pan and you're going to want to grease this. Now, I have used Baker's Joy and I give it a good spray because I don't want my cake to stick. Just set this over to the side. Now you're going to need to grab yourself a mixing bowl. This is a semi-homemade cake and I absolutely love those semis. So we're going to start this one off with a box cake. We are using a classic white. You could use a yellow or you could even use a lemon if you wanted to. So add this to your bowl. Next, we will need 4 eggs. So just add your eggs. We are going to add a half a cup of a half a cup of lime yogurt, and right here it is, and then also a half a cup of sour cream. Guys, this will bring the moisture to this cake, and you could add all a full cup of your lime or a full cup of your sour cream. So you can switch that off. I'm doing half and half. Just add this to the mix. Next, we need a half a cup of vegetable oil. You can use any type of light oil. You could use a sunflower or a canola or just a vegetable oil. Now we're adding some of that key lime. I am using this Nellie and Joe's Key West lime juice. I've used this for years to make my key lime pies. Now I'm making my key lime bundt cake with it. You'll need 3 tablespoons of this. And lastly, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of lime zest. Now, if you got some key limes and you want to zest those little babies, you go right ahead. I'm using a regular lime here. Now we'll just mix all this up. If you haven't already, you preheat that oven to 350 degrees. Grab your bundt pan. Did you see how easy that came together? This will be the perfect on the go dessert for you and your family. So just add your batter to your bundt pan. That is all in our bundt pan. Guys, the little flecks of green in here from our lime zest is just beautiful. You'll want to level this out as well as you can. I'm going to give it a little shake. I do that quite a bit with my cakes. It levels out perfectly. We're going to put this in the oven. Again, that's preheated at 350 degrees. You'll leave it in for 40 to 45 minutes until it passes that cake test. While our key lime bundt cake is in the oven, we are going to make a glaze for this. Now, this glaze will coat your lips and take your taste buds straight to heaven. So you'll start with 2 cups of confectionery sugar, and then you will add to it 3 teaspoons of butter, and that is melted. You're going to add 3 teaspoons of your key lime juice. And we're going to start by blending this. And then we have 2 to 3 tablespoons of milk here. We'll add that as needed. So just start stirring. We are going to need some of that milk. So I'm going to start adding it now. And again, I'm going to add this a little at a time. Adding a little more. It's still a little thick. I have to say that that milk that I had set out here, that was the perfect amount. So we have a nice, thick, but pourable consistency here. I am going to add a pinch of salt just to cut through a little bit of this sweetness that we have here. And we're going to continue to stir this in. Guys, I am going to have to try this glaze. Animal cracker, okay? Oh my. Mmm. That's delicious. Our glaze is ready. We're going to set this to the side and wait for that bundt cake to come out of the oven. Our key lime bundt cake is out of the oven, and this house smells so good. It took us about 43 minutes for ours. I know it's done. It looks done. It's pulling away from the side of the bundt cake. That's a good indication that it's done. But just for good measure, we're going to do that toothpick test. And it is clean. So, guys, with a bundt cake, you want to let this sit for at least 10 minutes before you try to turn it out. So, that's what we're going to do. Our key lime bundt cake has been resting about 10 minutes. We're going to turn it out on the rack here and let it completely or finish cooling. And then we're going to add that delicious glaze. Did it work? Voila! This bundt cake has a beautiful golden brown, and it is just as springy as it can be. Our key lime bundt cake has cooled, and now we're going to put this delicious glaze on top of it. If your glaze got a little thick as it was sitting, give it a good stir. You can add a little bit more milk if you want it thinner. And if it gets like super thick, you can put it in the microwave for just a couple seconds. We're going to pour this over our bundt cake. So I mixed mine in a mixing cup. Reason being is it makes it so easy to pour your glaze on. This looks so good. I cannot wait to have a slice of this. I am going to top this, and this is optional, with a little bit of lime zest. Guys, this cake was so easy to make. I can hardly wait to taste it. I want to tell you guys what it tastes like. I wished I could hand you a slice. But look how moist and soft this crumb is. And it is just beautiful. Now it's time for my favorite part, and that's the taste test. So, you know, before anything leaves the kitchen, the cook has to taste it, or the baker, first. So I definitely want some with this glaze on the top. Mm. Oh my goodness. This is the perfect key lime cake. I hope that you will try this recipe in your home. Please keep those comments coming. They help us to bring you more recipes. Don't forget, give us a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and hit those notifications so that you get all of our quick and simple recipes as they post. And until next time, you guys take care and God bless.